So my name's Yolanda. I develop property, but I do it as a hobby on the side. I think it's a great thing to show your children and show your family, and I think we do it because we get to enjoy the houses, we live in them, and we love enjoying the houses that we live in. The Build Her Collective was started by two women who felt like the building industry was very male-dominated, and there's definitely a place for women, and there's a bit of a movement. It's about affecting change and like influencing not only your own family home, but potentially developments as well if you want to build for profit. So an offset of Build Her Collective is actually Develop Hers, and I am a developer. So when you're thinking about developing, especially if you're developing for profit, I think the price point and your costing is at the front of mind. It's not even something that you've got in the back of your mind. You're always thinking about it, and you're always trying to stick to a budget. You've got a contingency, but you're not using that for things that you can price at the very beginning. So looking at investigating different products and seeing what you will be the best and give you the most bang for your buck. We talk about window furnishings, and I got a few different quotes, and DIY just blows it out of the water. You think to yourself, how is this able to be done at this price point for this quality? And I guess because things are Australian made, it's all kept in-house. DIY don't have big overheads because they don't have showrooms, but it's still a very personalised service. So I think as a price point, you're able to keep your costs completely down without compromising the quality of a product. It had a really big, wide frontage, and it had great presence. And I think you're looking for that when you're looking for property. You're looking for lightning in a bottle. You're looking for that aspect that you can't find in every second property that you look at. You want to find the one in 100 that you're really going to make shine. Top 4 things that I really love about the house, but I think the aspects of the park are really gorgeous, and we have this big dining void that's sort of the volume and the space that you've got out here. You've got a 6 metre tall, and it rakes to 9 metres, and it's a wall of glass that's north facing. It's beautiful, and it overlooks the pool. So I think this connection that we've got, this indoor-outdoor, and then one of my top things would probably be the stairs. So what we have is a sculptural sort of steel staircase in the middle of the house. That's a real talking point for the space. I love the natural stone. I think the kitchen is one of my favourite things. What we've done is we've sort of hemmed in a brass inlay throughout the whole house, and you see this theme of it's within joinery, it's through the slab, and I think it's a real talking point as well. It's something different that you don't really see in residential, but I think bringing some of that commercial aesthetic into residential it's good. It's different. I love tile, I love natural stone, I love joinery, I love polished concrete, and I think that really shows. When people walk through my properties, they're really all about the architectural elements, so I really rely on soft furnishings to bolster what I've got going on with the hard finishes. Very easy, very straightforward. I think one of the first things I do when I get initial plans back is, you're thinking about light, you're thinking about ventilation, and windows is obviously really important for that. So those plans were originally sent off to DIY as what do you think of these? What could we use here? What should we not use? And they'll be able to work with you, work with your budget, kind of make you understand what will work, what won't work, what'll look better. And with the industry these days, you don't get that personal touch. And Evan brought me around some samples, and we held them up to the light. We really went through to the design and how it was going to look and how it was going to feel, because it's so important when building a family home that you get the design absolutely spot on. With DIY, it was always very friendly. No worries, we can work with that. Yep, we can come out and measure again. Yep, you've changed that window size, you've added a window, you've deleted a window. It was always a very friendly conversation. It was always very prompt. Like the moment I knew I was going to sell, I had to get things in really quickly, and the turnaround time from DIY is phenomenal. When I originally got my quote back, and I had to call Evan and say, have there been windows that have been missed? I knew the service was great, but then to also have that amazing price point that you actually feel like this couldn't be the dream come true. This is the double whammy, it's great. And then we did discuss it, and he explained why they're able to keep your overheads down because you don't have showrooms and you pass on that saving to the customer. That's amazing. That's how you want every business to function. Great customer service, great product, prompt service, and it was fantastic. Like, I think their end product really shows. Absolutely exceeded my expectations. Yeah, I don't often get to say that in the building industry. If you build a house or you renovate a house, you're often thinking more about the things that went wrong rather than the things that went right, and you tend to focus on, oh, what I could have done better. And yeah, once in a while you get a little bit of a trade that you're not going to change for the next build. Not only because of the quality of the product, but I think the way it changes how you feel within the home. The shears are very on trend at the moment, but it's really about the aesthetic. It's really about how it softens the space and it makes it feel, it changes it from a house to a home. I think that's fantastic that a product is able to do that.